Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, I'm coming back at you with another mixed media double page spread. I already got started on one side, so this is the background that we're going to create on this side, and we're going to create a double page spread. Now, instead of the double page spread going from here to here, it's actually going to go from this way. Okay, so let me see what you guys can see. So instead of just being a regular page like this, we're gonna go top to bottom like this when we put the focal point on. Okay, see what I'm saying? So I turned my book. Okay, let me tell you why. And I'm really gonna have to work my desk situation when we get to that point, so I can fit my book from the top to the bottom, turning my book lengthwise. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the reason I want it lengthwise is because I am going to use this wall sticker, you guys, for my focal point. Isn't that going to be beautiful? Make sure you guys are seeing it. That's what it looks like right there. So this is what it looks like, okay? And these are hooked onto the wall sticker too, all of the feathers. There's some singular ones there, but right here. And then on the other side, there's the other part of it. See? So we need to put, I want to put the, when I'm done with the background, for my focal point, I'm going to put the dream catcher here, and then flip it over and connect the other half of the dream catcher there. So that's going to be our focal point. So it's going to cover up a lot of the page, but there'll still be plenty of background left, and it's going to be gorgeous, I think. I fell in love with this wall sticker, and I got it from Dollar Tree. And I have bought tons of beautiful wall stickers that I can't wait to do. Pages with, art journal pages with. Isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? So this right here, all the colors that are in here is what is in the background, and I'm super excited. Okay, so how I did this, we're gonna get started. Okay. All right, so let's scoot this over a little bit here. And looks like there's some stuff already here. And that's just like, I just cleaned off my stamp off on here. I did some little fairies in here. I cleaned it off on this other page. I always do that, just to clean off my stamp. Okay, you know what? Let's put some positive words down here before we get started. And they're gonna be covered, but it just gives like, some very positive energy to your piece and positive energy to what you're doing. So I'm going to put the word peace. Lord knows we all need peace, especially in today's world. Love, we all need love. Safety, trust, patience. And I'm going to start trying to do this, writing down 4, 5, 6 words every time I start a page. Even though we're going to cover it. It really adds, like I said, it adds some really more meaning to your piece. It adds some, just some more meaning, some spirit, some soul to your piece. That's what I think. Is this all the words that I want to do? Dream. Hope. Fears. And I think just let the words come out. Whatever you're feeling are the words that you should put down. Strength. Organic. Okay, so those are the words that I'm going to put down. Now, let's get started. Okay? All right. Let me get my glue brush wet here. We'll start with, we're going to do lots of layering like we always do, but we always layer it up in a different way and have fun. Okay, let me get I want to show you guys something really quick before I get started. I start with a pile of ephemera, and this is what I do. Okay, this is what I'm going to use first, okay? All this kind of stuff. Maps, music notes, book pages, encyclopedia, some Tim Holtz type of paper like that. Ooh, there's a little bug. Okay, then from that I'm going to go to colored scrapbook paper. like flowers and fencing and just all kinds of cool stuff, okay? And after that layer, we're gonna go in with some napkins. So I keep this little pile on the side of me all like this, so I'm all organized and ready to go. So just wanted to share that with you. Also, I chose some washi tape that we're gonna add in here because, you know what, I have so much flippin' washi tape that I need to be using this washi tape. Oh, and since feathers are going to be hanging from that dream catcher, look, I bought these for $3.25. They're regularly $13 at Hobby Lobby last year when they had that 75% off. And I've never used them. Look, they're all in a package and they're all feathers. Oh, this will be great to snap in the background. It's just been sitting here on my desk staring at me and I haven't even used it. Duh. So we're going to use it today on this other side when we get to that point. So, look how fabulous these are. Oh my gosh. Love. Okay, so we're going to put those right here. All right, so let's get started. Let's make sure that we're well and framed. And you know what? Let me just see if I can't bring it. No, like that. You guys bear with me. I'm trying to bring in a little bit closer, but I think that's gonna do it right there. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna put this down. And I have this clamped because I had done some other art on the other side of here, and so the pages want to buckle a little bit. So just to get them to lay flat, I have a little clamp on here. And I always put a clamp on my book because you're using so much glue and wet media and all of that that sometimes, you know, things want to buckle or balloon up, so you kind of have to flatten them out. So, and you know, maybe I need to put some on this. All right, just a second, guys. I'm gonna put this magazine here. Use this as a glue surface. I'm gonna also glue the back of this. Put some glue on the back of this because this piece of cardstock, it's a Tim Holtz piece of cardstock. It's really thick. And so the thicker pieces of cardstock, they don't like to glue down as easily as if you're just using more, you know, lighter weight paper. So it seems to soften the paper up a little bit when you do it on both sides. There we go. Let me get a baby wipe out. There we go. And I love to use magazines as glue surfaces to keep everything nice and clean and tidy. Okay, let's put some Mod Podge on top. And this is my homemade Mod Podge. I've talked about this a million times, but I always know that there's people who haven't watched my videos before. So if you have heard this before, just, you know, bear with me. I'm just trying to tell people who haven't watched my videos before. I'm how I make my own homemade Mod Podge. And it's kind of in between a homemade flat Mod Podge and a matte medium. I take Elmer's glue and or any white glue, it doesn't have to be Elmer's. And I take some Elmer's glue, add a little water so it's not too thick, because you know it's really thick when it first comes out. And then I take about, my tub that I use is about this big, see? So I take a thing called clear acrylic matte coating, and I spray about 6 to 7 sprays, let's say 6 to 8 sprays. Stir it up, and it gives, when you do that, it gives it kind of a matte coating. So you can use it like a matte medium, you can use it like a matte Mod Podge type of glue. So just wanted to share that with you, and it's so much cheaper because, you know, matte medium is ridiculously expensive, but you know what? Mod Podge can be really expensive too when you're using it a lot. So, okay, we're gonna use some of this map. We'll put that right here. So I always like to share my, and that idea of the 5 squirts of the flat clear acrylic spray paint, that was not my idea. That was somebody here on YouTube, and I always forget who the heck told me about that. So you know who you are. If you want to say, hey, that was me, go ahead, girl. It was one of the most genius things I've ever heard of. I'm like, thank you. You just saved me a lot of money. Because I was tired of buying that matte medium. Now, once this dries, it still has a little bit of it's not as flat or as matte medium, but it has a matteness to it. And if you need it to be a little bit more matte than that even, you could just take this matte medium and just spray it right over it once this dries. Like, suppose you want to use acrylic paint and make it a really paintable surface with acrylic paints, and it's not paintable enough for you, you can do that. And I've done that before too. Just now I put a piece of wax paper in between my pages. I forgot to do that. Make sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. You know, let's just come all the way out. Oh, sorry guys. And we'll go like that. There we go. There we go. Make sure you guys are seeing. I was trying to come out a little bit more, but you know what? Whenever I come out too much, it's, I don't know. It takes me too far out. All right, so I'm going to use this map here. And these maps I have gotten from scrapbook paper. Beautiful scrapbook paper. So Hobby Lobby I just did a haul where I showed a bunch of scrapbook paper. Regularly like $20 for like $5, you guys. And then the ones that were $14 were only like $3.74. And they are gorgeous. I'll let you know when I get to some of the pages because I'm going to add those into this background. But whenever you see good deals at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Tuesday morning on beautiful paper pads, pick them up. Take advantage of that. Use that stuff in your mixed media. Or most of us have a ton of paper pads, right? Because we're always buying these darn paper pads. Well, if you like to do mixed media or you want to start doing mixed media, start using some of those paper pads in your mixed media. Because you know we all have more paper pads than we're ever going to use, so we need to use them. We need to use them. Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. And also incorporate, like this is dictionary paper, right? Like from a dictionary. Right here, it's been all yellowed. I love it. This is real music notes from Music Notebook. You can use some plain old book pages, which I have right here. Where's the plain old book pages? Here's some book page. We'll throw some of that in there. Throw some book page right there. Okay. And that's another little piece of book page. We'll just throw that right there. And what else do we got going on over here? Oh, this is cool. This is just some script writing. So we'll do some of that. Again, this is really thick. More cardstocky like, so I'm gonna put some of the Mod on the back, kind of get things sticking. Yeah, I'll put this right here. I'm going to add a little bit of music notes back in because I've covered up my music notes a lot and I want a little bit of more music notes showing. So, oh, that book's done. Just a second. Organizing myself over here. That needs to be like that. Okay, let me grab some more music notes. Put some of that right there, right in the middle. There we go. All right, so we got a nice good mix going on right here, which I'm loving. Look how pretty that looks. I love it just like that. I could use a background just like that. Maybe throw some ink on it, some ink splatters, some white splatters. I love that. Okay, so we got through that first layer. Okay, so I'm going to remove that first layer and take it to the bottom. So, see this beautiful layer here? Okay. So that beautiful layer is going to the bottom of the stack of layering. Now we are to the one that has the scrapbook paper, the beautiful scrapbook paper. So we're going to, there's a piece here. And we're not going to completely cover up all this other stuff back here. We're just going to add to it. So the pieces might be a little bit smaller because I don't want to completely cover. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, I already added that. Okay. I want to add this. I'll add that right in here. Gorgeous. This, oh, this is new. I got this on a roll down the paper pad aisle just recently at Hobby Lobby for $1.25 for a whole roll of it. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so we need to put this in somewhere. I think we're just going to put that right here on almost on top a little bit of the other piece. Gorgeous. I love it. Oh, in love with that. Okay, and then this is another beautiful piece of scrapbook paper that I got. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so obsessed. Okay, so let's take some of this off here. So obsessed. And we'll take that and put that there. Very pretty. And I have another piece, which I think is just gorgeous. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Let's take out one of these flowers. Okay. We'll put that right here. Hopefully I can get this to stick down without having to put glue on the back. It's a thick piece of card, more of a cardstock. All right, that laid down. Yay. Let me see. Oh, there's another gorgeous piece, which I love. This comes on a paper roll, not a, that came on a paper roll. Again, that I got at Hobby Lobby at 75% off. I think regular like $7. I got it for $1.50 or something. They're selling those rolls again, and they're on the paper aisle, the paper pad aisle. At my store, they're not as beautiful as last year, but they still have some nice stuff. And different stores have different things, so just be looking out for sure. Okay, I think that's all I want to do for the scrapbook paper. Okay, so I'm going to take all the scrapbook paper. Oh, do I want this piece on here? Okay, never mind. I'm going to add that piece on there. I just saw it. So I'm going to take all the scrapbook paper now. All this beautifulness. Put that on the bottom. And then what's nice is you're kind of keeping yourself organized. So when you want to put away all your scrapbooky Mod Podgy pieces, you want to put them back in their little wherever they go. You can just take them and say, okay, this pile of scraps. I have my pile of scraps divided out into these containers that I got from Dollar Tree. So some have lids, some don't. So I've showed my organization before. Okay. So now we have that. So now the next layer we want to do is we want to do some napkins. And what I love about the napkins is napkins are see-through, right? So whenever you put something on, even though it may be big or it may look like it's going to cover up too much, you can see right through it. So that's what I love. I see a lot of mixed media artists, they really cover up a lot, and I cover up a lot too. But I like to leave some stuff there. I like to use napkins so you can see through it. I want to see all the layers. And I know that some layers are going to be covered up, and I'm good with that. But I do want to see through the layers. So when we get to the painting part of the piece, of adding color, I love to use watercolor or watered down acrylics, or using a baby wipe with the acrylic, or using water-soluble crayons. I just like to make it so you can see through. I think it makes it the most interesting and very pretty. And then it's kind of cool not to be able to see all the layers through it and keep adding paint and stenciling and this and that and see what comes up. That's a whole nother way of doing things too. So with this mixed media, there's no right or wrong. You do until you like it. As the old saying goes, you do you. Ooh, I love this stuff right here. Okay, this is awesome. I've shown you guys this a couple times. This came on a roll from Daiso. And it's in between like pattern paper and a dryer sheet. The feeling of it. And it lays down so beautifully. And it's has a lot of like Parisian looking print on it. So we're going to put some of this in here. It rips apart pretty easily. Yeah, just like that. So we'll put that here. And it acts, and it's thicker than a napkin, but it acts like a napkin because you can see right through it. You can see all the layers right through it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love all the Parisian looking writing on it. That's a big piece, but I'm going to lay it down because I can, like I said, I can see the layers right through it. It's gorgeous. Absolutely love that. Okay. Let me see if there's any other napkin we want to use. I think I want to use this. This napkin is gorgeous. I got them at Tuesday morning. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. Almost stuck some things together there. Just looking at, and it's so inspirational to work with like beautiful ephemera or napkins or scrapbook paper, music notes, bookcase. It's very inspirational to work with such beautiful things when you're doing your backgrounds and your mixed media. You can pick up a lot of inspiration for what you're doing just by all of the things you use for the background. I'm going to put that right there. Again, I just covered up some stuff, but what's awesome is I'm looking right now and I get to see things through that. So that's cool. Okay, and then I want to use, I love this napkin, and I'm almost done with these napkins. Oh, because they have little watch faces on them. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. Let me see what the timing situation is. Okay, what is it? Oh, good. So part 1 of this will be exactly 30 minutes. And it's kind of like what I need to keep them to. Well, every 30 minutes my phone switches. You guys have heard this story before. My phone switches and starts a new video. It doesn't stop my camera. It just starts a new video. It's like, why? Why can't I do an hour without starting a new video? I don't know. I'm thinking there's a button that I can choose something different, and my husband and I have looked for it, and I don't know. Doesn't seem to be one. Seems like that's how it was set up. All right, I am loving this. Let me get one more watch face on here somewhere. I am obsessed with watches. I love watch faces. I think I'm obsessed with time, period. Because I always feel like I don't have enough time. I always stress myself out about time. And I have to remind myself, you have time, relax, enjoy your life, don't worry about getting to the next thing. I always have to remind myself of that. Is anybody else like that? Okay. Love this. So that was our last layer, was the napkins. I'm trying to see if there's any other napkins I want to use, but I think not. I think this is good. Yes. This looks really good. I'll come in a little closer so you guys can see everything. Well, I guess I'll come in. Oh, let me see how much time I have. Yeah, we'll come in a little closer. Also, since we're starting a new video, there's going to be probably, you know, like normal, 4 or 5 parts of this. So towards the end, we'll do a giveaway. I'll announce the giveaway. I'm going to try to do a giveaway almost every time I come on, or I start a new series. I'm going to try to do a giveaway. Because I have so much stuff that I bought and you guys to give away. I need to do these giveaways. And I want to thank you guys, because you guys are always so sweet and supportive and say the most kindest things to me and keep me going and keep me inspired. So, okay, you guys, that is it for this one. And again, I'm using all my favorite things. I'm using, you know, a dream catcher, butterflies, thyme, flowers, all those type of healing type of things that I love, that I need in my life. So, and the dream catcher is just fabulous. We'll talk more about the dream catcher on the next video too. All right, you guys. Oh, you know what? Oh man, I wanted to put on without another video starting. Okay, let's just try really quickly. I forgot to put the butterflies on. I want to put the butterflies on while it's sticky. No, I don't. Okay, the next layer is going to be butterflies from the wall stickers. I have a whole wall sticker full of butterflies. So that's going to be next. But I don't want to put it on when it's wet. I want to put them on when this is all dry. So that will be our next layer in the next video. Okay, you guys. I will, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. Give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll see you guys in part 2. All right. Bye.